Hello, everybody. I'm just setting up here. Here it is. All right, here we are. Let's get this bigger. Let's get this going. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Julie.
I think we're good. I think. Let's see who else is here. Oh, why am I buffering? I don't know why I'm buffering here. Let me get this a little closer. Don't know why. Oh, okay, I see. I see so many. I love it. Let me get this up here a little bit. I don't know why this one is buffering there. Well, I'll just watch the chat. Okay, so let me do some hellos for everybody. We've got Julie E., Donna Egler, hello, hello. Hi, Bettina. And Kitty is here. Kitty 303, hello. Hi, Donna. Okay, I understand. You can rewatch it, Donna. I hope you have a nice meet with your daughter. Let's see what else we got going here. Sheena Davis, hello, darling. Oh, thanks, Donna. Yeah, you know what? I decided I was just going to do some purple just for kicks and giggles. Thanks, Bettina. There's my Angie. Oh, I guess I better get in live chat too. Thanks for the reminder, darling. Look at all you want. Hi, JV. What do you show and what can you tell? Now that is an interesting question. I guess anything you want. I didn't put parental advisory up in the corner, so let that be your guide. Thanks for being here, hon. Well, we're going to start in just a. That is a loaded question, Angie. Oh, it's funny. Yes, you have been offline for a while, Sheena. I hope you're okay. All right. Got my CBD pen here. Lots of problems with my leg cramps this week. Don't drink the resin. Yes, it does. It has a terrible taste. Not only that, but your teeth could end up sticking together really bad. Yeah, it's been hard for me to stand up for very long periods of time this week. Um, I didn't get all of the paintings out from Christmas, but I'm going to work on that when I'm done here, and they'll go out tomorrow. Sorry it's taken so long. I just haven't been able to stand up for very long periods of time. Okay, well, it looks like, according to my atomic clock, that it's 5:30. So now let's see, on that, it looks 5:25. Well, that's okay. Oh, Sheena, I'm so sorry. Okay, you lurk away, Julie. Dinner prepping, I understand. Sending prayers to you, Sheena. Well, today is going to be all about show and tell. And what does JV say, joking? Chicken wafting. All right. I'm going to take my eyes away from the chat for a little bit. And I want to, first of all, show you what last week's dips came out like. I did do some embellishing because you know I like to do that. So let's start off with this one. Now, I had to put some sparkle on it. I just had to. Other than that, I didn't do any other embellishing. Okay? But I did do something different with the canvas that was pressed against it. And I put some diamond dust in some iridescent white. And that's what we got for a background. Because I painted the background in later since it was already dipped. Hi, Jules. So I really like the way this came out. And of course, I had to put some sparkle in there. So I don't know if you can see it, but, you know, it's very evident. Plus, I did a little texturing of the paint and used a sponge to sponge it on. So it made some really pretty, you know, texture along with the diamond dust. Okay, so those are those two. Then we have this one, which still reminds me of like a coral reef. And I did some, again, with a sponge, putting some blue around it. Just kind of dabbed it here and there. And I'm not sure about that thing in the middle, but we're going to say it's coral. But I love how the canvas came out. What I did around it, again, I used sponge and I put some iridescence in some turquoise. Mixed a couple colors of turquoise, and I'm sorry, I can't remember right now what it was. But I love the way this came out. I really, really like it. So those are those two. And I'm going to put these over there. Actually, I can put it right back here. I cleared off my table today so I'd have room to do my shows and tells. Now, I went to Burlington. We were looking for some gray pants for Tom to go with his new blue sport coat. And I love going there. You know, we went to look for pants, but obviously, you know, you're going to look around at other things, right? So, I'm going to hold this one over here for now. But they had they had some things that I couldn't resist. Check this out. These are, hi Paul, look at this piece of acacia wood. Is that just dreamy or what? Needs to be cleaned up a little bit. However, it's got feet. So what I'm thinking is, because I want the wood to show really well, so I'm thinking of doing some metallics like rose gold, silver, gold, bronze, and either do swirls or just some blobs. I'm not sure yet, but I love this, and it can be used for hors d'oeuvres or what anybody wants to use them for. I will obviously be resining it. Okay, so that's one. Now check this one out. I got a little carried away. Check this piece out. Having grown up in a family that had a lumber business, I love the wood. Now some of these pieces on the side, this one's not too bad. Okay, this one held up pretty well. There's some areas missing, but I don't mind that because it's rustic, right? So this, it's going to be the same type of thing, although I may just do them around the outside. A lot of decisions to make about that. And here's another one. Oh, I could paint a portrait of Blake. What a great idea, Paul. I love it. And this is another one, but this has feet also. Now, all of these were made in Thailand, but they're all acacia. They're all acacia wood. So this has feet, which I love. Okay, now here's a really big one. Oh, and it's heavy. This one is huge. Now I am thinking of putting a turntable gizmo on the back, and it can be used, like on a table or something like that, and it'll spin or it'll turn. Okay, so there's that big one. That one has a little bit of, well, these aren't too bad. There are some that seem to be depressed quite a bit, but or missing, but I still think it's just all part of the cut. My dad, if he was alive, he would be saying, well, that's the way it should be. I can hear him. Oh my goodness. And then a smaller piece. This one doesn't have feet, but it's very manageable size. And I'm really going to have to ponder. And if anybody has ideas around there, hi Tam. If anybody has some ideas other than Blake's portrait. Anyway, so that's that. And then this one was marked down to like $3 because it has a crack that goes from front to back. However, it's got feet, which I love, as you know. But what I'm thinking I can stick some jewels in there or some colored glass or something like that, like over the top, because it's all going to get resin when it's done anyway. And the idea of, filling that in, I think could work. Tape the back and resin them after you paint. Yes. I had thought of putting some resin in there. We'll wait and see. I'm still learning about the resin, so hopefully I don't screw it up. But so those are my finds, which I really like. All right. Now, for the next thing, let me look at the chat. I don't want to miss anybody. I think we're doing great with time. Oh, goodness. Okay, Jules, Bettina, Sheena, Tam, thank you for coming, darling. Paul, did you see the unboxing? I've got to go back and edit something in there, but anyway, I loved all the goodies. And you're going to get a kick out of this. I don't know how many TV food channel shows that y'all watch, but the show Chopped, where they get a basket of things and they have to make something with it, Tom had this great idea. He looked at everything that I had put on the table from Paul, and then he started grouping them. And I said, "What are you doing?" He says, "Well, I think we should do a video of us cooking together using these ingredients for different things." I thought, what a great, fun idea. So we've got about 6 meals planned, five meals maybe. And they won't be long videos, but you gave me a lot to work with, Paul. And he's very excited about that Ted sauce. Yeah, he likes hot stuff. Well, that's why he likes me. Oops. So, anyway, I think that is going to be so fun. Let's see, today. By cracks, it builds strength. Yes, you're right, Jules. Well, thanks, Sandy, for me, Paul. Made some great choices. I might have to send you some of my prickly pear jam. So, here's the next thing, my next project. As you know, I have been enjoying using these trays. I've taped it from where the wood is. The other one that's going to have the blocks on it for like cheese and then the crackers, I have painted that, added a little sparkle. Haven't resined it yet, so I'm hoping to get to that resining maybe this week, and then I can show you. Okay, so here's a new one, right? And it's all papered and taped on the back so I don't spill. Check this out. This is a piece that I did, wow, probably 8 months ago, maybe. I don't even know if I don't even think I have a video on it. But this is a piece that I did. And I haven't done anything with it. So my idea was to take the canvas off of the wood and put it on the inside of the tray, and the base will be painted some sort of a coordinating color. So the canvas obviously is bigger than the tray, but I'll just decide where to cut, the top, the bottom, whatever, after I take it off the wood. So it's going to go on the tray, and then it will be resined. So it can then be used again as a serving tray, an hors d'oeuvre tray, or it can be hung up. So, what do you think about that? Sounds good. Okay. Hi, Raven. Welcome. So there's one of them, okay? The other one I'm going to do it to on another tray. Is this piece. Now this was actually a dip from a tile that somebody bought the tile but didn't want, didn't have a place for the painting. So I'm going to do the same thing, take it off, but on this one, I'm going to take this gold contact paper first, and I'm going to put it on the background, okay? And glue it down and all that good stuff. Possibly resin it first, resin it once this is on there. Still kind of thinking that through. And then this will be cut off and will be put in the middle. I need more hands. Okay, in the middle, just like the other one. And then the gold will show on the sides. Same principle. So that is that idea. You ever get so full of ideas you wonder if you're ever going to get anything accomplished? Sometimes that happens to me. And especially right now when I'm trying to reorganize my studio. Now, as some of you know, when I give a piece away, a piece of art away, I do an alcohol ink and put it in, on a card and put it in a magnetic sleeve so you can, put it in a refrigerator or whatever. So this is the one that I did to go with this. Okay. And this is the one that I did to go with this. So it's just kind of fun, to try to do some pieces that are similar. Okay, so we got that. Let me check the chat. Where are my glasses? There they are. Let's see what we got. Hi, Robert. Welcome, hon. Yoo-haw. Hello, darling. Hi, Ruth. This is my Ruth Eggert. This is my girlfriend from Chandler, and we've known each other for quite a while. We met when I lived in Yuma, and thanks so much for being here, Ruth. I so appreciate it. Really, really, really do. Thanks, JV. What we got? Jenny-O, hi, darling. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. This is awesome. Nice, nice group. Hi, Mike. Thanks for being here. Now, I have something I've been wanting to do for a long time. How many of you know about blob art? It's where you put a bunch of, put paint, let it dry, just like a blob of paint, let that dry, and then you go in and put another on the top, a smaller one, and you can build it up as much as you want. Takes about 24 hours for the first layer to dry, depending on, your climate and stuff. I wasn't sure if I knew how to mix the paints properly so that they would stay nicely. So look what I found. And there are all sorts of combinations. The blob paint. It is actually blob paint. And it's all mixed. It's all ready to go. It's got the right nozzle. Okay. And this one happens to be neon colors. I love these. Check these out. Of course, this is black, pink, white. Hard to hold all these. See if I can do it. Orange, green, and lemon or yellow. So these colors I think I'm going to work with first. And I was thinking of doing the first layer today. So I already have a canvas that I had put color on that I hadn't done anything with yet. So here's the color. Got a little bit of other paint down here, but Blob will take care of that real nicely because I have no idea what color I use for this. So I think this is going to be very interesting. And I'm thinking of doing, I want to do the blobs in the neon and maybe put a fish stencil on there in white. So there'll be a fishy with the bubbles, all different color bubbles. So have any of you watched this being done? Let's see here who we got. Blob paint. Not even it can make me a successful painter. Sure it can, JV. I mean, how hard is it to just squeeze some on something, right? Maybe try it on a glass plate. I don't know, piece of cardboard. But instead of trying to mix it, I thought I'm just going to go ahead and buy this set and see how I like it. It does not say how it is mixed or what's in it. I'm sure there are a lot of things in here that we probably don't even use for mediums and stuff, but that's why I got the set, just to see if I like doing it. So we have a little time. I'm thinking we're going to go ahead. Ooh, that's not very straight. Oh, is that a bendy canvas? It is a bendy canvas. I hate that. But I think we'll be okay. So, might as well start, right? Any questions before I get going? See, now, that's right. JV, you could have done this backdrop very easily. Because if you have any aim at all, you just throw it. Get a dollar store shower curtain, lay it on the floor, and just let her rip. I think you could do that. A Jackson Pollock in your bathroom last time I had to talk about. Oh, Mike. That sounds dangerous. I get it, though. I really get it. Good heavens. Where is the best place to buy the canvas? You know, I do go to Michael's when they have, a couple times a year, they have these gigantic sales, you know, buy one, get three, or they'll mark down the heavy gallery wrapped canvases like this one. This is what's called a gallery wrap canvas, and it's deep, okay, and very sturdy. And this has already been prepped. I'll probably use this for a blob too. I've already painted the background. I like Michael's, and sometimes if they don't have them in the store because of the sale, I'll order them online. And being a Prime member, I get free shipping. So that's always great. But who doesn't like a trip to Michael's if you're an artist, right? Okay, Donna. Thank you for stopping by. Um, yes, you're right. You are right, Mike. The Wally World does not um, sell good canvases. Now, I will get them if I just want to practice with some colors, with a technique, and then I don't care if it's a little wonky, you know. Um, but that is, at least I don't shop at Harbor Freight Tools. I have though. Um, but anyway, yes. So I would say Michael's Hobby Lobby is really good, and they have sales quite often also. So beat you to it, JV. Yes, Hobby Lobby I really like. Now some people get the canvas that's just canvas and they put it on their own stretcher bars. Um, I have not done anything like that since I used to paint on silk, and the silk I would tack down to stretcher bars that I would put together. But that's a whole other ball game. For me, because I want to make sure it's sturdy, um, and I don't really have the time, to do that. I have seen some artwork that's been done that way, where somebody has, stretched, but you really, really have to stretch it hard and make sure you've got it, so it's not wonky, so it's, you know, nice and smooth and tight. So I would say Hobby Lobby, Michael's when there's a sale, but you need to take, if you're looking at any of the canvases at any of the stores, you need to set the canvas down on the floor, and they're all wrapped, so you aren't going to get them dirty, and make sure that it doesn't wobble in any way. And I didn't check this one. This has a bit of a wobble to it, but I don't think it's going to be a problem with the blob paints. Um, and let's see. Yeah, so I would say, if you have a Hobby Lobby near you, and Paul, it would be fun. You could do this with your granddaughter, and just even get some of the they're selling acrylic paints at the Dollar Tree. They have some there too that you can practice with, some canvases. And the Dollar Tree has acrylic paint now. No, it's not your super high pigmented like Goldens or something like that, but for, starting to see if somebody is interested, like your granddaughter, Paul, see if she really takes to it. And then you can move up, and get other paints. So I have done that. Thanks, hon. Good night, Ruth. Thank you so much for being here. I really love you and appreciate you. Um, Tested all the AA batteries for for how long they last, and the best was her. I believe it. I believe it because I got to tell you something. It is frustrating when you buy a box or a whole whatchamacallit of, multiple batteries, and then like half of them don't last like they're supposed to, 10 years, whatever. But yeah, um, that's right, Mike. Yes, the Dollar Tree has some okay small canvases. They also have what they call panel boards. Now, the panel boards are just these thin, it's like a heavy cardboard, okay? There is a little give to it, and they will warp if you put a whole lot of paint, okay? Hi, Taneva. Welcome, hon. Thanks for being here. These are great practice things too. As you can see, I was experimenting with the diamond dust, the iridescent paint. Um, yeah, now it's $1.25. Yeah. You couldn't find a tree. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't look hard enough. There are trees there. Now they're $1.25, but that's okay. Anyway, these are wonderful for practicing on also. And they come in all sorts of sizes. I mean, I have an 11 by 4, I have some 11 by 14s. And what's nice about these, they're thin enough that they can be framed. And you don't have to worry about, the thickness of your canvas. And so these actually can be framed, and it also, and you can put magnets on the back, put it on the fridge, put it on the stove. No, not the stove. Anyway, you get the drift. So this is another really good way to start. But yes, Dollar Tree, good place for starting. Last Christmas, not this past Christmas, but the one before, all of the supplies that I got at the Dollar Tree because I was doing ornaments and the for kids. And so I got these round metal discs, and the paint was all from the Dollar Tree. And so I was decorating ornaments and something that the kids could do. You can go back and check that out. But it had a Santa hat on and everything. But whatever. But anyhow, that was great fun. That was really fun because that allowed it allowed me to show parents or siblings, older siblings, what they could do to get kids interested. Uh, okay, whose birthday? Mr. Fulton. I know I have it on the calendar that it's your birthday coming up this next Friday. So happy birthday in advance if I haven't said it already. I'll say Paul said it was okay. How many years will the fluid art painting like you make last? Okay, very good question. It actually will last indefinitely if you use either a resin on the top or a varnish that has UV protection. And that's the biggest issue. The paint's fading, if it happens to be, near sunlight, window light. And so making sure that you put that UV protection on it, whether I use spray varnish, I love it. And then any of your resins that have the UV protection. And it's real important, and they'll last. Whoops, sorry about that. They'll last for forever. So now they might get a little saggy, but not if you've started out. I don't know if I've ever sprayed the back with water when I've been on my lives, but I just take a spray bottle and spray the back of the canvas lightly, move it around, get down in the corners, get down in the edges, and like a drum. That's the first thing. Before taping it off, just get that sucker like a drum, and you shouldn't have any problems. Now, obviously, the weight of the resin is going to make a difference. So what I like to do is I like to take, when I'm getting ready to resin, I like to take a piece of cardboard and slip it up under here, okay? And I make a little notch on the cardboard so I can pull it out. And you can even leave it there. And that will make the canvas sturdy because resin has weight. And, it can sag the canvas if you don't support it. So whatever you need, to put behind there and underneath to support it while you're resining, and then once it's dry, you can take it out or you can just leave it there. Sometimes I forget to tape them off, and then I end up with paint here, and I hate that. I really hate that. But sometimes I forget. So, that is the answer to that. Let's see here. What else we got? Yeah, the Mona Lisa has lasted. But remember, that's in a very, very selective um, air environment. You know, it's encased in this whatever, like see-through vault. I don't know. It's been so long since I saw it. Back in the Louvre. Um, but yeah, it's in definite climate control. No question there. Head and body lice were rampant back then. Yes, those ridiculous wigs. Shaved to eradicate the cootie bugs. Really? I didn't know that. I love it. Uh, you guys are just too funny. You're making me laugh so hard. Um, yeah, so any other questions? Those are great questions. Yeah, I almost shaved my head too, but it wasn't because of lice. I just got tired of it. Tired of my hair having to fix it all the time. So, hey, news from this show. I think so. I think so. Anyway, I think I'll just put a few blobs on here so we can see what it looks like. Any other questions I should be aware of? Let's see, what color do I want to start with? Oh, heck, let's just take some of this, and I'll move the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Heard it here, so it must be true. Now, supposedly you got to shake these up pretty good. Why, thank you. Try to give you some news about something. I'll make sure I shake this well enough. Okay, let me move this down a tad. Shake it, don't break it. You got that right, babe. I'm just kind of curious to see how this comes out. I think I probably shook it enough. Let's see here. Oh, ooh, it's already coming out. Okay, now they said you got to put it right upside down and touch the canvas. Wow, it'd be great if my hand wasn't shaking so much. That didn't get very round, did it? Well, maybe there'll be goofy blobs. All right. Yeah, we'll just put one coat of these down just to get an idea. If it on the internet has been. I don't know if I shook that up enough. Blob paint, go figure. Who would have thought, right? I have to hold it with two hands. Ooh, it is thick. It's like a string coming out. I'll tell you though, you kind of have to have a little bit of muscle to squeeze those bottles. Now, Jules. It does look like Pepto-Bismol. You're right. And some can be bigger than others. That didn't come out right, did it? Sorry about that. Ooh. All right. one's coming out easier. This is sort of mesmerizing. That came out great. I don't know about that green one. It's a little wonky. Okay. The size of the blob does not matter. It depends on what you're looking for. You're so funny. Oh, God. Now, let's see. Let's do. Well, you got to be careful when you're. Oh, that comes out nice and easily right there. Cool. It's 3D, which I love. That's what she said. You're right, Paul. Depends on what you're looking for. Some of these must be thicker than others because, like this one, I'm really, really squeezing hard to get that out of there. Oh, God, that didn't sound good either. I think I better just shut up on those. On those comments. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's kind of funky. I think it might be because this isn't very level. When these dry, I will go ahead and, or maybe just before. Yeah, this isn't gonna, that's gonna be a problem. Well, not sure what to do about that. Oh, heck. Let's go for the yellow. That black one is perfect. The pink one's perfect. Oh, yeah, here we go. Let's try this one. Keeping the nozzle right down in the middle does really help it. Be consistent. This white one's a little strange, but okay, I've put all the colors down. And then what will happen is, just to give you an idea, that's what the blobs will look like, you know, when I start adding. It looks like, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, about four blobs, 4 layers. So I think it's very cool. And I think it's going to be fun. So once I'm going to have to make sure I get this up on something so it's nice and level. So I think that's all I've got going on for today, guys. Let me pull this back up so I can see you. Come on. There it is. All right. So by next weekend, I should have a couple things done to show you. And maybe I'll do the last layer of blob, and we'll see how it turns out. I mean, I could just put like pretend strings on it, and it could just be balloons, I guess. I really appreciate you all being here with me today. And I know you have lots of things you could be doing, and I'm glad I was one of your leisure activities, shall we say. Thanks, Angie. Um, so I really enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing some more. Um, at the end of the month, we'll be doing our monthly giveaway. Not sure what it's going to be yet. It might even be one of these wood pieces. So if there is anything that you would like to see, thanks, Angie. I love you too, hon. I'm one of her leisure activities. She is doing an amazing job painting Faith. Thrash's one of Thrash's horses. Oh my God, it's incredible. So if you get a chance to check it out, she does some lives where she's just there painting and talking, and it's really great. But if you have any ideas that you'd like to share with me, or anything that you'd like to see me do, I know that I have not done a Dutch pour with you all. It's it's not one of my easier ones, but you know what? I am willing to give it a shot because I've been finding that the artists who have been so particular about the way they do the Dutch pour, they're actually branching out a little more and just doing blowouts that aren't as precise. And that gives me hope. So I think I'm gonna give that a shot too. I'm just not sure if it'll be next week or not. So if there's nothing else, let me double check here one more time. Okay, well, I appreciate you all. I hope you have, and the Bills won today. I had to throw that in there. Oh my gosh. They are, they can keep it up. And I understand they played lousy, and it was so close with the Dolphins. So they're going to have to step up their game, even though they won. They're going to have to get their act together if they're going to ride this all the way through the playoffs. So, Paul, we got our fingers crossed, right? Okay, gonna wrap this up, and please feel free to email me, ljfinzer@gmail.com. Oh, if anybody knows the person that calls herself Meow, would you please either send me an email or contact her. And I believe it's a her, because she won one of my pieces on the Christmas giveaway, and she hasn't emailed me. And so I have no idea who it is, where to send it. I mean, I'll hang on to it forever, but if anybody out there knows, please tell her to contact me. Okay, so that being said, I think we're done. So y'all go and have a wonderful evening. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Okay? Maybe I'll do a little something for Fulton. Could. We'll see. He got his cat back, and that's what I'm happy about. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And you just bring joy to my life. So, remember, keep your sparkle on and give it to someone you love. Bye-bye.